Society. 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 Yeah, we in the building, we vibing, discussing events in real timing. Be knowing the most spectacular hosts, put it all together, brother Myron. Coming straight to you out of Dothan. Look to the city, we showing from 757 to the 334, branching out all around and growing.
Roy, what's happening? Back once again, little baby, come get familiar. Here to bring the pain, but at the same, trying to heal you. Shopping for Dior and Sephora and Bora Bora with me and more. Little baby says she needs some new concealer. You ain't gotta tell me I'm the realest of the realer. Dark skin chocolate, them other niggas vanilla. Bitch turn faucet, I walk in and then I spill you. Drop dead gorgeous, the coffin is where I kill you. Old bitch left on red, the text vermilion. She want me to pay her attention, but I'm a billion. Got a new bank, she Hillary, not a Zelia. High quality never ends up on clearance. My honeys get money and stay clean like Consuela. Classy bitches don't give brain, they give ideas. Key in your ignition, I'm trying to turn up your gears. Begging me to drop off the wing, ain't talking Vera. I'm cold, nigga, I'm snow, nigga. Shit, I'm a whole blizzard. She come to me, then come for me, thought that the rose did it. Don't try to get up fast. I have your toes switching, now you back on your ass. Better move slow with it. You could Google me and I bet I compare to no nigga. Pure shit, all white soul looking like Joan Rivers. Keep these frames so I can see through you hoe niggas. Even when I'm not right, I'm left. I'm never wrong, nigga.
I can sell shoes to an amputee, hors d'oeuvres in a canopy. They know my drip is water, hydrate them. I gave the sand a beach. I'm popping my shit, I'm a broke commode. I made overload. Some niggas couldn't pop shit if they wanted. They ain't got no commode. I put my foot up, niggas, dookie shooters. Wipe my loafers clean and tell my hoe to massage my back cause it's super soothing. Got so much game, leave your mind fractured. I'm time lapsing. You niggas don't know squat. I'm a hind catcher. That's how I figure. Send it to the grave when I'm deep dicking. That's how I dig her. I'm crazy like hair and Tyler Perry moves, nigga. That's how I'm wigging. I strut my shoulders and pass by. I'm starting from the bottom, kicking, spit the game. Now I'm catching more gigs than Quagmire. Look, I'm past fire. Got bitches digging my attire, checking me out and peeping the threads like I'm a bad tire. Haters mad, I'm shining like a sapphire. Don't try it, playboy, because I'm a slide and it's elect.
Look, man, we back. We finally back, man, in the building, man. Back in the studio, back on the online studio, whatever you want to call it, man. We back. We didn't celebrate our birthday. Still celebrating the birthday, man. We took about 2-3 weeks off, I want to say, but we still been working, man. Look, man, check this out. I'm so ready to be back in the back building, Tony and Tavi, man. So crazy. I'm ready to put in this grind, this work. Hey, I sleep content, I eat content, I work content, I do everything content. You get what I'm saying? I'm a Gemini. I got the gift of a gal. You do too, cuzzo.
I don't like talking to people. My wife say I talk too much. But anyway, that's another story. So,
no, hold on though. I ain't gonna hold you though. I ain't gonna hold you on that. I talk to a lot of people. Then after a while, I don't want to talk to them no more. I don't.
Yeah.
What we talking about?
Yeah.
What we talking about? What we talking about? Like it's crazy.
Right.
But hey, man, yo, shout out to everybody having a birthday in the month.
Birthday, shout out, birthday, yes.
Shout out.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to all the Geminis, man. Look, check this out. I had a wonderful birthday rollout. I went to the Key Glock concert with my brother. We had a blast. We stayed at the Hilton hotels. That's good for me. I don't know about y'all, but that's good for me. And then I went down to the beach, man. I enjoyed myself, come back. I got something coming up next Tuesday for y'all guys, man, that I think is going to be very dope. Y'all stay tuned, man. Nothing Personal podcast. Shout out to them, you know what I mean? So I'm going to be rolling through those doors, man. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, you know, I'm just ready for the night, guys, man. What about y'all, man?
Well, I'm just still getting my nerves together from yesterday. My lovely wife decided to surprise me, and she took me out to the James River. And I was curious about what she had a surprise for, but what caught my attention was yesterday when I was on the phone with you, Myra. She said she signed a waiver on my behalf.
Oh,
so everything that Myra was talking about to me, it was just mumbo jumbo. My mind was racing like, what did she sign me up for? So,
right.
Yeah.
I think they all been tripping, man. Cause look, check this out. Like I went to the beach, you know, and it was like, yo, get you some swim trunks, and I'm like, Nah, I'm cool. Nah, get you some swim trunks. Like,
Yeah.
what I need swim trunks for? Cause like, look, I don't know if y'all been paying attention to National Geographic or not, but they got sharks out there. They got
They definitely do.
like, and what's so crazy? That same day we went down there, somebody caught a hammerhead and pulled it
Come
on
on.
shore. You get
A
what I'm saying?
hammerhead. Hey, I
And
only heard
look, look, and
they called a
they had
whole they called a hammerhead. Like it
whole
wasn't
hammerhead.
nothing. Oh, there's a hammerhead.
Talk about let's go swimming, and keep in mind they had nothing but red flags. You feel me? So we went down there. I put my foot in the water. So I got to put my foot in the water. I always put my foot in the water when I go to the beach. I did something to me. I got to put my foot in that water. So I do it right. So the next day, he's talking about like, yo, we're gonna go tubing. I said, yeah, we're gonna go tubing. I'm ready. Yeah, we about to get these tubes, man. I got a cooler full of Corona. We about to go tubing. So they say, yeah, go on the website, see how much the tickets is. So I went on the website, right, y'all? Went on the website. I'm ready to go tubing. Look, I had my little, in the water shoes you buy for like Walmart or Target.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
had
had some on
those.
earlier.
I had an umbrella, everything. Mindset, we ready. We going in the morning. Nothing's gonna stop us. It's supposed to rain. Okay. I think I used the rain for excuse. I ain't gonna hold y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because look, I went on the website. And then
Yeah.
they have pictures on the website. So the pictures on the website, it shows you, oh, this is the drop off point. This is where you gonna cruise. You know what I'm saying? This is how you going down the river. It's slow and everything. And then they had the nerve to put a picture of a tree trunk that's stuck in the middle of the river, while
Whoa.
a big snake is wrapped around it.
Oh, they playing with y'all now. That's there. Whoa.
And keep in mind, this is in Florida. This is in Florida. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta count the alligators,
And that's
the
what I was
snakes.
afraid of. Yeah. And
Yeah.
you got to count all that. You got to come packing. You can't just walk up to the beach with just your swimming trunks and a
Yeah,
cooler. You got to be strapped up nowadays.
And we tubing, so it ain't like we got no pedals to move no faster. You feel me? So when I seen the snake, I was like, yo, it supposed to rain, man, at 2 o'clock. Like we ain't going
Man,
down. Like, how do you put like okay, first of all, if I can't see the bottom of the water, I don't want to get in it. You get one coming around. So now you telling me I gotta worry about snakes. Then keep in mind this is a river. You do have alligators inside the state of Florida. So you
right,
telling
right.
me I'm supposed to go tubing and worry about snakes? And then you had the nerve to put it up there. Yeah,
You put it on the website.
and then you had the nerve to put this on the website. And we have
Yeah,
abundantly wildlife. You see
and
a whole
that's what they said.
abundantly wildlife.
Come and join us. Everything's abundant. Feel free, but watch out for that water moccasin.
No, I'm
That's
not
for
doing
sure.
it. Then
No.
then they celebrating the big drop off. I don't care about the big drop off. Did y'all see that snake? He wrapped around the tree.
Yeah.
Like come on. But yeah, we didn't make it, man. We didn't make it. Man, yo, welcome to the Hustle Society Trap Podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? We just
Yeah.
been chopping it up, talking about what we got going on. We got a special guest in the building, man. We got Tony
What up?
joining
What up?
us.
Tony,
What
Hey
up?
man,
my man.
Tony, tell them something about yourself, man, and
Oh
especially, hey,
man.
you got them
Yeah,
Airbnbs too
yeah.
now.
So I'm a serial worker, man. I have serial entrepreneur. We own me and the wife. We own 3 Airbnbs in the Virginia area, Norfolk, Chesapeake area. Um, and I'm like you, man. I love podcasting. So I've done, I've dug into podcasting a little bit and enjoyed it quite a bit. Um, so I'm just a regular brother, just working hard, trying to make my dreams come true. Um, my boy James, he hollered at me and said, "Hey man, I want you on this podcast. You my man. We've done some things together." So I was like, "Hey man, I'm happy to be here. I appreciate it, and I'm ready to just have some fun."
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
you. And that's
Yeah.
what we about to do, man. Cause we've been
Yeah,
going too long. I'm ready to
This
cut
what's up,
up, man.
Tony?
yeah.
Already, man. Look, man. So you already know how we do it. Sports Lounge 757, Tavy birthday boy. You feel me? Um, you already
You
know how
see
we
this?
do.
Y'all see the shirt, right? You see that, right? Now do the math. Oh, uh-huh.
Then,
Yeah. Yeah.
ah,
If the young for the Gen Xers, y'all do the math. I need y'all to count. Don't ask Google. Don't ask don't ask Siri. But yeah,
Don't ask
Donna
me to ask you what you need to ask, cause I'm gonna butcher the name.
or Chat GPT. Don't even ask.
What I say,
hey,
cuz what
You
I
but
call?
you call Chat GPT, you butcher Chat, you say Chat GTP. I said, God, and he do it consistently too. I'm like, oh my
yes,
Told
hey,
told her, I said, hey, don't worry about the show tonight, boy. I got it, boy. I done put the episode in Chat TP.
Hey, I'm gonna come to your house and kick your tail. Watch what I tell you. Yeah,
hey,
They be
that's
like,
all
what's
right, cause somebody gonna hear it and they gonna start saying it too.
yeah, yeah.
That's what's
trademark
gonna
that
happen.
bad boy?
Uh-huh.
Trademark that bad boy,
Yeah,
man. That's crazy work. Look, well, we about to hop into the hustle topics. I'm gonna keep it short because I want to talk some mess about the sports, man. Because I got two Pittsburgh Steelers fans on the show tonight, man.
Steelers.
Y'all
Black
see,
and yellow.
man, Cowboys all day long, man.
Yeah, of course, of
Cowboys all
course.
day long, man.
Two of the hey, we got to say we both have great fan bases. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir. Yes,
Two
sir.
historical fan bases
Two of the
that will,
greatest teams
throughout the
ever.
whole league.
And I'm gonna
You
let
said
y'all
what?
go.
Please say Tony.
I
I'm
said
gonna
two of
let
the
y'all go.
greatest teams ever, man.
Yeah, yeah, that's
But
America's team.
the Steelers is, hey, what can I say?
And
We going through it. We
We
going
run
through it.
this, but
you know,
we,
you know what?
what's
We
that?
we gonna hold this because I really wanted to skip the hustle topics and just jump right into the sports segment.
It's your birthday.
but
Hey, it's the
but
birthday week.
but it's a lot to talk about, man. And it's a couple things that I do want to talk about that I do kind of want to just touch light on. We don't got to stay on it too long, but I do want to ask y'all what y'all thoughts on the LA protest that y'all seeing, what's going on. How do y'all feel about it? What's some words that you can advice that y'all can give out to some of those protesters to do certain things peacefully? Because lots of times we know sometimes you got the peaceful protest, but then you have certain groups that's out there to do. You know what I mean? You get where I'm
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
from?
yeah,
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 but
yeah, yeah.
Hey,
I
We've been
gotta,
there. We've been there before in 2020.
yeah, but
yeah.
check this out. Let me ask y'all a quick question. So, do you really think this would be happening if somebody wasn't in office?
Nah,
I don't think so.
No,
no,
I
I
don't
don't think
think
so
it
neither.
would. I don't think it would because it wouldn't. You wouldn't have the ice. You wouldn't. I think immigration needed to be under control. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say what I want to say because this is my platform anyway. But
Right.
Yeah,
I think certain things need to be under control under certain situations. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
yeah,
If you're a criminal or you're this or you're that, then fine, cool. But when you start taking grandmothers and innocent kids or innocent
Kids.
people
Yeah.
there's
You
because
ways.
you
There's
doing
ways.
too much.
Correct.
you get what I'm
You
saying?
doing too
I
much.
think that's pushing it.
Yeah.
Correct.
And my thing is too is so. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but we're in this area. A lot of foreigners. They're into construction. They're into farming and stuff like that. And people don't want to accept the fact that they do a lot of that work that most Americans are not going
Yes,
to
that.
do.
Come on. Say it
Right.
again,
I
Tony.
mean, I
So,
mean,
Tony.
I'm telling you, me and the
That's
wife was
it.
talking about this. I
That's
mean, you
true.
are any of us gonna go out there and
Hell,
pick
hell,
berries
hell no. On my
and
birthday, hell no. We
doing
ain't
that?
doing that. We ain't doing
Trying
it.
to we trying to do other things.
We
So
Right.
don't
know. We
so
want that
don't.
free money.
Hey, I mean, so my thing is just allow them to do So give them a path to citizenship.
There's ways of going about it.
And like my brother said, if they're committing crimes, then yeah, they got to go.
Of course.
But the ones that's working hard, that's contributing to the economy, you got to give them a path to citizenship. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Right, and this is my thing. It makes me question, like, as an ex-military person, we go through training. You are trained. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through these courses to understand how to engage with conflict. You get what I'm saying? Or, I can't find the word for it, but just engage in certain situations. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my thing is, how do you distinguish? Like, how do you figure out is a person illegal or not illegal? You get
Right.
what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That part wouldn't.
They don't figure it out. They just do it.
No, that part exactly. That part wasn't thought out at all. It was just a promise, and he won on that promise. So 73% of people that voted for him, they cool with it. You understand me?
Oh,
but people don't.
No.
But people don't understand. People don't get that there's a process about doing it. Of course, we don't want criminals from another country in our streets that's unregistered things in the nation. There's a process to everything. My black ass couldn't go to China. I'm quite sure there's ways that I could become a citizen there. You understand me? But what's not have been thought out, what haven't been thought out was the process. I think it's aggressive. Since this term, everything has been aggressive. Now, I do feel like some of the stuff was needed, but it's the way that you go about it. You understand me?
That's 100% correct. It's how you go about things, man. It's at the end of the day, all it's doing is creating rage in society. Yeah. That's what it's doing.
Right.
So,
and it's where you're going to get them at too. Schools,
right?
Church. You get what I'm saying? Like, these people.
Yeah.
If they are the rapists, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it should be a thorough background check. You can give anybody else a background check. Like, just do a background check. I just going out there be like, oh, you get deported, you get deported, you get deported. But that's crazy work.
Yeah.
And I think the backlash comes from the people are tired of it. Like, you are grabbing innocent people. So now we got to sit here and like, okay, the guy they just got back from overseas. I can't think of his name, but they just got him back from overseas. And you know what I'm saying? Oh, now he might face charges. You get where I'm coming from? But y'all grabbed the wrong person.
Right.
Because you thought he wasn't a citizen.
Yeah.
Like, come on. It's ways to go about it, man.
I've said that to you because I'm sorry to interrupt, but I said that to you when Elon Musk was implementing DOGE in the government sector, and how he was trying to find some type of discrepancy in how we handle our money and things of that nature. And he said everything was going to be transparent. Okay, it's transparent to you, but it's not transparent to the public. So who do we know who to trust if you're saying these things are transparent? You get what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
And we're going to talk about that too. I want to talk
about
that.
Not tonight. We ain't talking about it tonight.
No. We're going to keep it short. I got the hustle topics. You got the sports segment. It's a good one. This is a good one. I'm not going to hold you long on that subject. But what I'm saying is, I think it's a certain way to go about it. I think the pushback that they are seeing from not just LA, from the people watching all over, from them saying no King Day on Saturday. You get what I'm saying? The major pushback on it. The way he's sending the military force to deal with American citizens, I think it's crazy. But I think some stuff need to be under control because looting and setting cars on fire.
That happened in 2020. But look, can we just go to the sports?
No.
Why not?
I got some topics.
Why not?
Topics because I'm about to talk. I'm about to cook. All right, so we're about to move on from that. I just want to get y'all feedback on that one real quick. Um, so we got politics out the way. I ain't gonna stay long on politics, man. But I do want to say shout out to all the female artists that's out there that's killing the game right now. I did watch the BET Awards, which was really dope.
Yeah, it was
Tiana
dope.
Taylor, it
So
was
dope.
dope. Won it. The
Man,
whole
best I've
roll
seen
up.
in a while.
Tony, and it's funny you said that is dope
So
because
dope.
I was with my wife earlier and we were just in the pool just chilling, and I just said to her, I want to watch the BET Awards, and I have never in a decade was interested to watch this awards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
I'm telling you, I
yeah.
thoroughly enjoyed it. I watched it from beginning to end, man. It was great.
Yes, it was. I
Yeah.
think the whole rollout, from the 106 and part to the Tigger in the basement was dope. To the point, I like Glow performance. Lil Wayne, I'm gonna get to you. Hold on, I'm gonna skip this because I'm gonna
He
get to
just
you.
dropped the
I'm gonna
Carter
go.
album too.
Yo,
He
Carter
I'm
just
gonna
Six.
skip that. I'm gonna
Carter
skip that
Six.
because
He just dropped it.
yeah, I know. I'm gonna skip that because we're coming back to that, and then we're gonna hop in the sports segment. So, but we got the Glow. And you had the Jamie Foxx tribute was
Jamie
amazing.
Foxx tribute was, man, that was
Man, that
beautiful.
was amazing.
That was beautiful. Jamie Foxx did his thing. You hear me? I was even crying.
He,
Right.
he,
Yeah.
he
I mean,
definitely
I
you
was
he,
even
it
crying.
was heartfelt. It was definitely
It was
heartfelt.
very heartfelt. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Jennifer Hudson.
Yo, I was really impressed with BET. I thought they should have did better with their marketing. If they would have done better with that instead of me finding out on another platform, TikTok, I'm like,
But you know what's so crazy?
but they did good. Yeah.
Casanat. They brought Casanat
Casanat was
to
in the
platform
bag.
screen. They let her
Casanat
scream.
was he was in the bag, man. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And I ain't gonna hold you though. I liked the T.I. performance. You know what I'm saying? I like the Snoop Dogg performance. But that Kirk Franklin showed out. But I ain't gonna hold
Franklin, yeah,
you. Showed
Hey
out.
man,
yeah.
did y'all see his reality show that he did a couple of years ago?
Nah.
Uh-uh.
You have to see it, man. It's like it really explains why he is the way he is, man. And like it really like explains his struggle, man. That brother has some struggles, man. I mean, I
Yeah.
He wasn't he
My
a
really,
dad.
foster kid? He was the foster kid, wasn't he?
yeah.
Yeah, he
His
was,
Yeah.
he was.
I will attest to that because my dad, God bless his soul, he was a program director for a gospel radio station out here in Tidewater called WPCE, and he was a radio announcer, and he was in contact with a lot of artists that you may have known or known now back then and now that's still relevant, whether they went from the gospel to secular like KC, JoJo, Jodeci, but it was KC was Lil Cedric, and I was at one of the shows there at Booker T. Washington High School, meeting him, when he was a little kid, and then like Yolanda Adams, Kurt Franklin. I knew Kurt Franklin when he started his career. My dad put him on,
Wow,
just to
wow.
get his career. Yeah, Yolanda Adams, John P. Key, I mean Mary, So, Kurt Franklin, man. Shout out to Kurt. Kurt still he's still doing his thing. I like it. I like it. You see how Kai saw him. Kai saw Kurt and was gravitating to Kurt Franklin.
Yeah.
And and what you saying, Kai? Wale. Bring
Wale, oh, I was telling my
Oh,
wife
I
about
heard about
Wale.
let's talk
Yeah.
about it. Let's talk about it.
Can we talk about the sports though?
No, we getting there. We getting there.
Hey
Let me
guys,
cook.
I'm gonna turn my light on. It's getting dark in my and
No,
I'm gonna
you're
turn the
fine.
light on
You're
real
fine.
quick.
All
All
right.
right.
You're fine. No, I just want to say, Wale, I understand you are a dope artist. I love your music. But
Yeah, I
man,
love Wale music. I love
yeah,
Wale.
but you
That's
get
my
mad
guy.
when
Wale's my
people. It's something about his attitude. Like he get mad when people just don't acknowledge him. Like, yo, yeah,
yeah, I think he misunderstood, man. I mean, cause he's definitely one thing I like about him. He's pro black. He care about the black man, but I think he misunderstood in a lot of ways, and he come off a little, uh, I don't want to use any derogatory words, but it's like sometimes he come off a little defensive. I would say. He
Man, you got a whole team behind you. At some point, you got to be like, okay, I understand. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, you got
yeah,
to have
Yeah.
a team that's gonna be like, Wale. Everybody ain't gonna know you. This boy, like you tripping. It is what
yeah.
it is. But Wale, I'm just telling you, you tripping. I'm getting off that subject because I'm about to
Yeah,
move this
because
forward.
you gotta realize that Wale and Kai, Wale. My wife told me Wale is like in his 40s,
Yeah,
right?
he's 40 years
Kai,
old. I just found that
yeah,
out.
my wife told me he's in his 40s, and then Casanat. I mean, you're like
Yeah,
you're not gonna know just
his
because you
early
pronounce his
20s,
name.
like 21 or 22 or something like
That,
that.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not that big. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to chill out, bro. Everybody don't know who Wale is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They know who
Yeah,
Jay Z is. They know
they
who
know who
Lil
Jay Z
Wayne
is.
is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Lil Wayne, I just called your name again. Let's talk about this album because it's something in this album that I don't, because I've been seeing the reviews on it, people talking, people doing the segments on it, and there's something about this Lil Wayne album that the first time I listened to it, I ain't gonna hold you, I felt like it was a skip album, but something in my head said go back to it, just go back to it. So I listened to two songs on it. Then I heard a song on up there on the New York radio station was fire. So I'm trying to give it some grace. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give it some grace
Yeah.
before I make a decision.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
performance, Lil Wayne, you could have did better. And Mariah Carey, next time you think about performing somewhere, please do a dance move because you were stiffer than a damn stick.
That lady, I don't think that dancing is her thing. I think singing
She
is
could
her
have did something.
thing.
She could have did something. Bro, like you could have did the heel toe all I
some
carry,
people,
bro. Like, I swear, could have did
some
the
people,
electric slide something, bro.
yeah,
So
that's
stupid.
hilarious.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. She could have did electric slide or something. Hey man, but that is certain things that I did want to touch up on. There's a lot more, but we got the Sports Lounge 757 really just excited to talk about that sorry quarterback they got and running back. I'm just gonna let them have it. But overall, I did think that the BET Awards was very dope. I think the rollout was very dope. I'm not gonna touch on every segment on it. Lil Wayne, give me some time so I can give you some grace.
Lil Wayne up there too. I think Lil Wayne pushing 40.
Yeah, he
I,
gotta
I
be.
think Lil Wayne pushing 40.
He
Yeah.
gotta
he,
be.
he he is, but in my eyes, I really feel like I hold that for another segment. Because I like was you baited into it? Because you
Huh?
really did have it. But, give me some time. Give me some time on that
I will
one.
hear you too.
But yeah, the LA protests, I do say and support everything that is right. Protect your people, look out for people. People are scared to go to the grocery stores, scared to go to the doctors,
Yeah.
scared to go to the grocery stores to get food for their family. So look out for certain people. If you're gonna protest right. When we protest right, that makes a stronger statement. And they right now they're gonna do anything in their means to make it look ugly. The media gonna push it to look ugly. I'm just gonna say how I feel about it. And lots of this stuff is a distractions from what's really lots of other stuff that is going on. So make sure you just not paying attention to this one story. Pay attention to lots of other stories. If it's financial, if it's spiritual, if it's overseas, anything, pay attention to it. But yeah, man, that's my hustle topics, man.
Yeah.
Because I want to talk about these sorry tail stealers. What y'all go
Cowboy
ahead,
fans in the house,
go,
you hear him?
go
Wait a
ahead.
He
minute.
in the house, he in the
Wait
bag
a
right
minute.
now. He feeling high. Can you go ahead and
Wait
put on the George? Go ahead. What you gotta say, Tony?
I was about to say, so because when you talk bad about the Steelers, we gotta talk record. So what
Ooh,
was
he'll
that
want to hear that. He'll want that heat.
What was Dallas' record last year?
Talk about it.
Don't
I'm gonna
matter.
go.
It kind of
Yeah,
matters.
yeah,
It kind of
yeah.
matters. You know
Yeah,
what
he
I'm
don't
saying?
want to talk about that.
I'm
He
not
don't
trying to
want-
be mean, but
Yeah,
it kind of
what was Dallas' record last
We're
season?
going to the Super Bowl. Pull it up. You got your laptop. You pull it up. You pull it up. You got your laptop.
It did every. You know what? Yeah, let me go ahead and
Chat
pull it up.
GTP.
I will Chat
Chat,
Chat GPT.
baby.
Yeah,
nah,
yeah.
Chat TP for me.
Well, I'll tell you, the Steelers was 10-7.
Yeah,
Cause you had
and the
Pickens, right?
Cowboys.
Huh? And we
Yeah,
should have.
Pickens.
And I'm gonna tell you like this. I feel like we should have kept Justin.
Yeah, because Aaron Rodgers is about to get killed.
Well, hey,
You know, Myles Garrett is already talking like he got a headhunt on Aaron Rodgers already.
Oh, he going.
And you know, Myles Garrett,
where did
he's
he
already
go?
motivated because Myles Garrett got the bag. I think he's getting over 40-some million now, and so we hoping that we get, TJ gets he gets his money. But yeah, he already talking about Aaron Rodgers. But go ahead, Tony.
No, I was saying, where did Myles Garrett go?
He's still there in Cleveland.
He said, yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought he was trying to get out of there.
He was.
Until they dropped that money on him.
He did a pump fake. He did a pump fake, and then Cleveland was like, "Yeah, we
He
can't."
didn't want to sell his house or whatever, so you got to pump fake first.
But he about to take Aaron Rodgers out.
That's what he said. But I got faith in our offensive line this year because we got a lot of rookies that got a lot of rookies that showed themselves last season that stepped up, and I am confident that they're going to continue their journey and that trajectory. Other than the Cowboys is going this way.
Hey, who y'all play first?
We got the Jets.
Oh, y'all
we're going to MetLife. We're going to
y'all win that. DK Metcalf, them, and then you got to think about it. Y'all had better, like more mobile last year than Aaron Rodgers. Y'all had the Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I'm a little worried. I'm an optimist because I love the Steelers, but I'm slightly worried because I was looking at the I actually looked at his stats for last year, Rodgers' stats. So of course, they played 17 games. He had 3,897 passing yards, 28 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 40 sacks.
Okay. So does that So when you add the sack stat and what you just read, I think that all boils down to we know that they knew before they signed him in New York that he was 40, in his 40s, right?
Right.
They didn't think that they needed an offensive line to hold him up at the age of 40 because he's never been a mobile quarterback.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he showed himself during, as a younger years, but Brett Favre, that's not Brett Favre. Aaron Rodgers has never been, a quarterback that can be, a two type athlete that he can get out the pocket and run. He's done it before, but that's the Jet. I feel like those sacks is not fair for you to even state that, Tony.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why.
I don't think that's fair, sir.
I'm gonna tell you why I stated. And of course, I'm with Mike Tomlin. Whatever he do, I'm with him. But I'm gonna say this: if you don't have a strong offensive line, he's gonna have another season like he had last year.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And that's what I'm worried about.
Absolutely.
Y'all talking about rookies
because mobile. You mentioned earlier.
No, you hold yourself. Hold on to yeah.
Huh?
No, you were saying what now? Because the rookies.
I was saying a mobile quarterback could circumvent some of this offensive line not being, top of the line, but when I'm worried about the age and his ability to, when he get pressured, because I know he can throw. I mean, if he get time, he's good. I mean, I know we could do another 10-7 or even better if he don't get hurt and he actually has time to throw.
Yeah.
But so that's what I'm a little worried about.
Well, I want to put your worries to ease just a little bit. And I'm not an Aaron Rodgers fan at all. I'm more of a Mason Rudolph guy, to be honest with you. I've been rocking with Mason I've been
Okay.
rocking with Mason ever since he got his head hit. His helmet got snatched off by your boy Miles Garrett. You know, and yeah, so I was always a Mason fan, but I'm to me personally, I am confident in our offensive line this year. Only I would say this. One of the reasons why is because of Broderick Jones. We got him. We got him in 2023.
Mhm.
2020. Yeah, 2023 coming out of Georgia. He's not going to be on the right side of the line. He normally plays on the left side when he was playing with the Georgia Bulldogs. We rotating him back over to his original position. You see
Okay.
what I'm saying? And he was
Yeah.
a dog when he was in Georgia, on that left side of the line, right? And then we have that rookie that just he was the star of the show all last year. Your boy McCormick. He just came in and just, I mean, been spectacular. You always get that lightning in the bottle with rookies. They
Yeah.
just so happen to just know what their part is, just know the playbook, and they just know how to execute. Well,
Right.
he's one of them. Zach Frazier is one of them. And then the one that we drafted, Troy Fautanu. Troy Fautanu out of Boise. He he's going to be on the right side, and that hey, you watch the tape on him, man. He is a Steeler.
Okay.
He's so much a Steeler. He got Troy Polamalu tatted on his leg
Oh
before he
wow.
even. You see what I'm saying? This when he was a little kid. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm a little optimistic, and I think our offensive line, with how everything ended up last year and rotating Roderick Jones over to the left side, I think what I'm saying we'll and then having Troy Fontanu, play like he did before he got out of the game with the Denver Broncos last season, because that's when he
Mhm.
got hurt in that game. I think our line would be a little bit better. That's just
Okay.
my opinion.
All right. Well,
Okay.
I hope you're right, brother.
See,
And matter of fact,
crickets on the Cowboy side. Can we go into the
no,
slide of George Pickens? No, can we go to George Pickens? As far as let's talk about.
hold on. I got this first clip. You talking about George Pickens? You talking about George Pickens with the Cowboys? Let me tell y'all something. All we needed was it. First of all, I'm happy I got me a backup quarterback over there at Dallas. Cooper Rush. Lots of people like Cooper Rush, but I wasn't a Cooper Rush fan. I think that backup quarterback that we got for Dallas, Joe Milton,
I
that's
like
the name.
him.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like. You know what
I
I'm
like
saying? He
him.
got an arm. I've been liking him. Even from college, I like what he was doing. I think he's a great athlete, great quarterback. Just give him some time behind that with that line we got. We picked up some key pieces. Picked up two running backs that I like. I got Blue out of Texas, and then I got another guy. You know what I'm saying? Then I pick up Pickens, so I got weapons on both sides. You feel me? I think what we was missing was like
I try.
Amari Cooper. When we let Amari Cooper go, but now I got Pickens on one side, I got Lamb on the other, with two fresh running backs that's rookies with a line that we got with a veteran quarterback. And then with another quarterback, just in case he go down, because Dak get hurt every year. So I think, I mean, it's the truth. It seems like Dak get hurt every year. But I think we're gonna be good. I think we picked up some pieces on the defense side. I think our defense gonna be solid. I think we were missing Diggs last year when he got hurt in the beginning of the season. It really hurt us too on that side. Um, we got Mike, on the other side, rushing you, busting your head open. So I think we're gonna be pretty solid this year. I ain't even gonna hold you. Do I think we can make a playoff run? Yeah, but can we win in the playoffs? That's what I want to see. Can we win in the playoffs with that? That's my main question. I know we can win. I know we can get there, but we got to stay healthy, man. And that's my side of my story with my Cowboys.
All
You
right.
know, I just think with the Steelers, the thing with the Steelers, you had Metcalf. You got, what I'm saying, you got the beast over there. Who's your other weapon on the other side? Like, don't give me no other name. You had Pickens last year. You get what I'm saying? Like, who's gonna be dominant? Who's gonna be that other dominant receiver for y'all?
That
Is the
yeah.
line gonna hold up for Aaron Rodgers? That's my thing. Aaron Rodgers, you can't move like that. You know what I'm saying? These boys coming. It's time to show me what you're gonna do. I just
Absolutely.
I just think, is it because the household name that's in that quarterback room that's making the Steelers fans be like, oh, we got it. You get what I'm saying? Like, he got hurt quick in New York. Then that year he came back. What else he did? I just think
Well,
it's time to hang it up in my eyes personally.
yeah.
I think y'all should have went after Shador. Y'all should have went after Jalen Melroy. You get what I'm saying? Y'all should have went after somebody young instead of, hey, I'm gonna give Aaron Rodgers this money. You get what I'm
Well, I think
saying? Oh, y'all
Yeah,
should give
but
Justin
we,
Fields.
but the thing is, if we were to, and I agree, I feel the same way that you and Myron agree, Tony. We should have kept Justin Fields.
yes, sir.
Yeah,
He
but
should.
at the end of the day, it's something with the Roonies that they saw in Justin Fields, and the Steelers organization, they aren't looking right now at a quarterback. They're trying to maintain their defense. Now we've been having quarterback issues for a while. We other than outside of Ben Roethlisberger, we've always had that issue, and so
No, y'all had Mason. Mason was
we
a
had.
decent quarterback.
We had Mason.
Mason was a
Mason for
decent
20.
quarterback.
Okay, now you trying to be funny, but Mason only
Oh,
showed.
Mason was decent. Mason was decent. Mason was good to
Okay,
me.
okay. So when Kenny Pickett got hurt, Mike Tomlin, in his own words, said that he's going to go with the hot hand. And at the time, Mason had already won 2 games back to back, and he exploited that. He showed the offense that they can take shots down the middle of the field. That's what Kenny Pickett didn't know how to do. Kenny Pickett didn't have confidence, man. And I think that we had an incompetent offensive coordinator, Matt Canada, that kind of like, you know, helped Kenny Pickett be just entry level.
But
Um, Go ahead.
was that the same year that Mason was there when Kenny Pickett was there, right?
Correct.
Who took y'all? Didn't y'all make a playoff run that year?
We made a playoff run.
Who took you to that playoff run?
Okay, that's what I'm getting to. So Mason Rudolph, again, we got into the playoffs due to Mason's quarterback play. He saved the season. He saved the season when we played against the Cincinnati Bengals. It was a Christmas game. And George Pickens had the most yards that he had in his whole career in that game. Mason shows another dynamic that the Steelers offense needs. But again, when it comes down to what I feel as far as how Mason Rudolph is as a quarterback, I think he's competent. But I am still optimistic with what Steelers are doing right now as an organization. They're thinking about 2026 draft. Aaron Rodgers he's only gotten signed for 10 million, and then with everything else on top of that. You see
Okay,
what I'm saying?
They
so
said
who you go get out of
I,
2026 draft?
Oh, there's a
That's
lot of quarterbacks coming out of 2026 draft.
why? But why not? Okay, all right. I'm gonna let you speak, Tony. Because we talk like when you talk about 2026 draft, yeah, you got Archie Mannings, you got
Yeah,
Ty Simpsons, and you got the other people, you got the other boys. I mean, you got old buddy out of Liberty. I mean, from Liberty, I think he went to Colorado. You get what I'm saying? So now we dipping in my lane when we talking college football. So, but my thing is, all right, I'm gonna spend all this money on Aaron Rodgers. How many years y'all
that's
signed?
not a lot of money, because
he got
when
a
you
one
really
year
think about it,
deal.
But why not go give Jalen Merrill or keep Justin Fields? I would have dealt with.
Justin
Go ahead.
Justin Fields' agent wanted him to get the bag, and he knew that being inside of Pittsburgh, he wasn't gonna get it.
Okay, then
Our
if you
Yeah,
don't keep
organization,
but
Justin,
Pittsburgh don't give
we
a
take
damn.
pride in our defense.
but if you're not
We
gonna keep Justin, why not save the money? Keep who did y'all have Mason? Mason was gone, right? I want to make
Mason was
sure
in Tennessee.
he was in Tennessee. Why not pick up a rookie quarterback out of this season?
What I'm saying is, me personally, in
If
the
y'all preparing for
draft, and
2026,
with me personally in the draft, and Tony will let you speak. I
No,
think that I
I'm
thought
listening.
that the Steelers did good again. This is like 2 years, 2 seasons back to back when they addressed the offensive line. They beefed up their defense. You know, they didn't go out and get Shador Sanders, even though, you know, the ESPNs and all the pundits said that he was going to go in the first round. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Omar
that was
Khan, the way I
good.
feel about Omar Khan as the GM, I think that he knows what he's doing, and I have not seen that since Kevin Colbert been our GM. You know what I'm saying? Omar's not going by his emotions. Omar's playing the long game and he's waiting.
Okay, if he's playing
Shador
along,
fell to the sixth round, bro.
but
Cause
but
of
but, but yeah, I understand that. But my thing is, you still had Jalen Milroe. You go get a quarterback out of Ohio State, which Ohio State had I'm not gonna lie, they had the best team in college football last year. If we technically speaking, but as a quarterback underneath pressure, he's not
and what
that.
team? What team did you just say? Ohio State.
Yeah,
And who do we have as a quarterback from Ohio State?
that's who I'm talking about. He played key
Will
parts.
Howard.
Who did? Okay, let's go back to the Ohio State. Pull up Ohio State season last year, and tell me
But
the top
Tony, you
teams
have
they
anything to
played.
add to what we saying, Tony?
I'm letting y'all go back and forth because I like it. I'm like what I'm hearing.
Because if you go back to that season that Ohio State played last year, cuz they only had probably like 2-3 big games that they played.
Oh goodness.
And then some of them games he was under pressure. He didn't show out till he got to the playoffs because lots of people was hurt.
Here we go. Hold on, y'all. I just had a knee jerk reaction just then.
Hold on. I can pull up too. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah.
And so
So while y'all pulling that up, I just wanted to say something real quick about Rogers. You know, they said his deal was actually 19 million with incentives
yeah. Okay.
for
So
one season.
right. And that's with incentives, right?
Yeah.
Right. That's
It
with
said,
incentives. That's on the incentives is on him and his team,
yeah,
not the Steelers organization.
yeah, yeah.
I
It
think
said,
it. Hold on, but I think overall, I think that Omar Khan did good because agent, Justin Fields' agent wanted Justin to get at least 30, 35, which I think
So
the Jets gave him.
so you go get Howard. All right, you go get Howard.
And we got Howard. We got
You got
Howard.
Howard. You went and got Howard. So my
We got
thing
him.
is,
And we got
are
him
you
in
okay?
the sixth round.
So if I got Aaron Rodgers, for 1 year, I got Howard, national championship quarterback. You get what I'm saying? And still give me that schedule they played last year too. But if I got him, do I go get a quarterback in 2026 if he coming underneath Aaron Rodgers? So what is your next move? Are you going to go get a quarterback in 2026, or are you going to go get
Absolutely.
an offensive weapon?
Absolutely, yes. That's what they want.
But you
That-
got a national championship quarterback playing backup to Aaron Rodgers.
Well, no, he's playing. He's playing.
But you get what I'm saying?
He's playing. No, I get what you're saying, but you got to understand that I don't think that Aaron Rodgers, and this is just me personally, I don't think he's going to play the whole 17 games. I don't think because of his age and how he is, I'm not confident to think that he's going to play out the whole season at all. And go ahead.
No, go ahead, cousin.
Yeah. I just don't see it. Now, I think Mason will get a lot of snaps. That's just my opinion, and that's
So is Mason back or he's gone?
Mason is still there. He's signed.
That's why I asked you. You say he was in Tennessee.
He was in Tennessee. We're talking about last season.
Okay, so he's back. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
So do I go get a quarterback?
So I'm not going to do the research.
Do I go get a quarterback if I got Mason back there and Howard, the national championship quarterback? Do I go draft a quarterback in 2026?
Yes, you do. Because I don't see Skylar Thompson. This thing is acting crazy. I don't see Skylar Thompson actually getting any touches. You see what I'm saying? It's the long game with Omar Khan. It's the long game. Hold on, man. This thing is acting
Nah, I
crazy.
got it. I got it over here.
Yeah, hold on.
I got it.
There we go.
Yeah, I just
It's
pulled up their roster, so uh,
all right.
Mason Rudolph, Will Howard.
Okay, I got it. Last year, big game, big game. He showed out,
Are
which
you talking
played
about
against
Will? You're talking about Will Howard, or are you talking about Mason Rudolph?
no Will Howard
Will
last
Howard.
year.
Yep.
Last year, right? Okay, you had a big game, the first game, which you faced off against a freshman quarterback out of Tennessee. You get what I'm saying? Freshman quarterback. Okay, y'all beat them boys 42-17. Ohio State, William Howard. I don't know what his stats was. I'm not looking for that. But then you played Ohio State, Michigan. 10-13. 10-13. All right. You played Indiana. You beat Indiana. What you beat Indiana in? 35 or 38-15.
38-15.
Okay. Northwestern, 31-7. Purdue, 45-0. Penn State, close game, 2013. Nebraska, 17-21. Oregon, lost to Oregon by 1 point. Ohio State beat Iowa, 35-7. Michigan State, 36-7. Marshall, 49-14. Some small school, 57 blue. Acorn,
Some small.
Missouri. So when you really look at it, the key wins that they had last year, you probably played 3, 4 top teams, and 3 of those 4 top teams was a one score game.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? And those teams that you played, Michigan won top tier last year. Oregon,
I mean,
it was mediocre to me.
a lot of
Um,
people.
Penn State was a good team. Um, but that's about it to me. You only played about 3 good games
Well,
against
I think
all right teams.
But I think picking him up in the 6th round, I thought it was a good job on the Steelers organization to get Will Howard because and to me, I thought Will Howard would have went in the 3rd round, but we got him in the 6th. But when it comes down to how he won those games and how they won that championship is what the team is looking at. I think that's what Mike Tomlin looks at. Mike Tomlin, you got to realize he is a character. He's a people's person. He knows how to relate to the players. That's why you have a lot of players throughout the league that talks about Mike Tomlin and how he is. Now, is he stubborn in ways? Tony can tell you. There's a lot of stuff like we be like stretching our heads with like what Tomlin thinking. You know what I'm saying? But he has respect in that locker room. And so they looked at Will Howard's final games and how he led that team, Ohio State, to win the championship, also accompanied by Jack Sawyer, which is a linebacker that we got too
Yeah.
in this year's draft.
Now, I'm with you with Jack Sawyer. I'm with you with that linebacker. You know what I'm saying? Like my main thing about it is
We
with
deep
the
because
Steelers, I think to me
Tony,
personally,
Tony,
Yeah.
we deep.
we
Our
talked about
linebackers deep this year.
and we talked about it. I just think the quarterback issue was it for me. You get what I'm saying? Like it
Tony,
was.
Tony,
Yes,
we
sir.
gonna let the
I think it
Cowboy
should have
fan.
been somebody else.
Hey, Cowboy fan. Hey, we gonna let the Cowboy fan just talk. But Tony,
Hey, I'm
we
here.
gonna let the Cowboy fan just. But Tony, when have we ever cared? When have you actually cared about quarterback play since Ben Roethlisberger?
Well, I
Since,
mean,
Y'all need
since
that.
we need. I mean, I look. Well, actually, running back's my favorite position. But I mean, I just feel like when you need a quarterback, man, you gotta have one, man. It's.
yeah.
I mean, um, that's it. I mean, I hear what you're saying because I think you have confidence in the staff and what they're trying to do. Um, I just hope you're right because I really didn't agree personally. I mean, I really didn't.
Well,
with
I can understand how you
the
feel about
quarterback
that. Yeah,
situation.
but at the end of the day, I think what we got to realize is Steelers ain't going to a Super Bowl this season.
Nah,
You
I don't.
understand that? I think we'll have another winning season.
I say yeah, like we always do.
You
We
know, and then go for the Super Bowl in 2026.
yeah
And I get what you're saying. I think you more of the fan, like, okay, we're building. You know what I'm
yeah
saying? We putting the pieces in place for us to be a championship team in 2026 or a contender. I'm not gonna say championship team, but I'm gonna say contender because we don't know. Um, but you got some people looking at it like, oh, I got Aaron Rodgers. You get what I'm saying? Oh, we going to the Super Bowl. That's just like me talking about my Cowboys. I got Pickens. We going to the Super Bowl. No, I was more like, I'm glad I got the other receiver, but I needed that backup quarterback. You get what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
needed
I
that
don't. I like.
backup
Yeah, yeah,
quarterback.
yeah. That's it.
You get what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah, yeah.
thing
That's
is
that's that's very important. That's very
because
important. I get it.
because my thing is Prescott go down. Y'all gonna keep telling me y'all gonna keep putting Cooper Rush in there? Cooper Rush, look, we haven't done nothing with him. I would have put old buddy that we got from the 49. What was old buddy? I can't think of his name right now. Um, we traded him out. Old buddy came from the 49ers. He was he was the first round pick. What's the old buddy name? Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up, guys. I'm gonna
Was
give
he?
y'all facts. Give y'all facts. Let me see. Give y'all facts because I don't want to get nobody no misinformation. Yeah, but we needed a backup quarterback, and they kept putting Cooper Rush in. I never understood Jerry Jones by that. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
let me see.
But yes, this year is going to be interesting to see how Arthur Smith operates this offense because we knew when they took Justin Fields out the game last season,
yeah.
we knew that
Trey
our
Lance. Trey
offense,
Lance.
Trey Lance, our offense became one dimensional. It was
Yeah,
like Russell Wilson can only, what I'm saying, he was just,
he threw the
either
long
a
ball.
layup or a moon bowl. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And then defenses towards the end of the season knew how to play against that,
and you
Other
see that they tried to use Justin and little trick plays and stuff like that, but I feel like that they should have allowed him a little bit more time
yeah.
to develop. I mean, I know he was in Chicago and all that, and but he needed. I think I really thought he was a good fit, personally. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. I
guess I'm a
agree.
little salty about that
I,
because I
I,
really,
I agree. I agree. I agree. But we are now in the control of management.
yeah,
We
yeah,
weren't going to put up the 30 some mil that his agent wanted. You
yeah.
know,
But
real
what if he
cheap.
go over there and show out? Then that's gonna make us look real bad.
Yeah.
that's what, that's what I was
Only
thinking
time.
about. He might have a chip on his shoulder, and he might
Yeah.
go over there and
Yeah.
show out, man.
But the NFL know what they're doing when it comes down to these games in the beginning of
Yeah,
the season because
yeah,
now Aaron Rodgers said that he got done dirty in New York when
mhm.
they had him fly over to New York to tell him that he's fired.
Yeah.
And
I heard
so
about
Aaron Rodgers
that.
has a chip on his shoulder as well.
Yeah, yeah. Well, one's a younger chip, one's an older chip. That's
Right.
that's something we got
Man,
to keep in mind.
Right, right.
So
So it's gonna be interesting.
man.
yeah,
So, but see, that's why when y'all talk about it, it's still in the back of my mind. It's not about the Steelers. It's not just about the Cowboys. When you just think football, when you love football, like we all do up here, you
yeah,
get what I'm saying? It just
yeah,
makes me wonder, like, question that move because I'm like, I didn't have to question the quarterback move on my end, but when I sit there and I hear you talk, I hear y'all say, okay, we're not talking about no championship team. It is still in the back of my head, like, okay, all right, if you didn't want to give Justin Fields that money that he wanted, right? So we gonna go, okay, we're gonna get Mason Rudolph back. Okay, we're gonna try to go after Aaron Rodgers, and then we're gonna draft a quarterback. in my eyes, I would have been like, okay, you talk about being mobile as a quarterback to be able to help out certain things, like you like Justin Fields, how mobile he was. When you watch Lamar, how mobile he was. In my mind, it makes me think, would it been good for me to go pick up a Mason Rudolph, knowing I'm gonna pick up a draft pick in 2026 and let me test try Jalen Milroy as a mobile quarterback and help develop him off of quarterback? You get what I'm saying? See how he work out? Cause you could have, I think you could have ran a lot of stuff off of Jalen, man. Especially if you did got him working on his craft off of his intermediate passes. Deep passes, he's there. You get what I'm saying? Mobile, you can't question that. The intermediate passes, I feel like that could have been worked on. So I just feel like, man, it was. It's just that quarterback. Every other piece y'all got for me, I think was the plus. The receiver y'all picked up in free agency, the running backs y'all picked up, the defensive player. You know what I'm saying? Everybody y'all picked up, I think, was a great fit. But I just that quarterback for me. You know what I mean? I think Justin might go out there and show out on Pittsburgh, and I think Aaron Rodgers might go out there and show out on the Jets. It's gonna be a back and forth game, man.
Well,
But
yeah,
I just
that's yeah. They both got something to prove, symbolically anyway. At least start off the season right.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's gonna be entertaining, none the least.
Yeah,
But I think it was some other great moves made this year in the draft. The free agency. We talk about the Washington Commanders, what they did. We can talk about the Eagles. I mean, I think it's a lot of teams that's proven that they're gonna be dope. But I'm still trying to figure out what that 2026 QB draft gonna be like, cause of who
We,
you trying to get over there. Are y'all trying
I'm
to go
my
for Archie Manning? You get what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, I'm gonna be up in the clouds. I'm gonna be at that draft in Pittsburgh. It's gonna be. I'm going live there. It's just gonna be a wonderful time. It'll be my first time ever going to an NFL draft. But yeah, I'm interested to see too. But there's some more talent coming out this quarterback class. That I want to see. So I think with us having 12 draft picks right now, we have 12 of them that we can actually pull the trigger on next year. I mean, you get a pick. You get a pick. We're going to be on our bad next year, and I think that's what we're going to actually try to make a way to make the run for number 7, the Lombardi Trophy,
yeah.
for the bird.
I think y'all pick
What
up
do you
another.
think, Tony?
Hey, hey, that would be the move, man. I mean, I see because this is the thing. I feel like that Pittsburgh's legacy always tells me that they're gonna always win championships. They always gonna win Super Bowls. They just have, as long as the Rooney stay in charge. I think they're gonna always make the right decisions to 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 get those Super Bowls. But we have some what do you call it, some pain in between time.
Yeah, and it's needed.
Yeah.
It's needed. Cowboys. I think the Cowboys got a y'all got something to look forward to as well. Well,
Yeah, we got.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm a little in my feelings when I found out George Pickens was with y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, when that happened, I ain't talked to you for a day.
Yeah. But see,
I did. I did.
I
That
think
was in
y'all
my
pick up a
feelings.
receiver.
That's
I think
serious.
I think y'all pick up a receiver 2026. I can see Ryan Williams coming out. I can see some dope
Okay.
receivers. You know what I'm saying? That's why it boggles my mind because I like, yeah, you know what? Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. Cowboys going to the Super Bowl.
That is
But I'm
so
gonna tell you
funny.
a team that I do like, and people got to pay attention because these last 2 years, these boys been balling out. Them damn Detroit Lions.
Hey, I'm actually from Detroit, so
That's yeah. He's from Detroit.
I always root that I always say that's my second favorite team. But they've been balling that for the past few years. They just
Yeah,
got to get over that hump, man. That it's I don't know what it is, but they got to get over that hump.
I
Isn't
think.
isn't Jerome Bettis from Detroit?
He is. He actually went to high school with my wife. They went to the same high school. So
Oh
yeah,
man, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, definitely from Detroit.
yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I heard. Yeah, so
Definitely.
Yeah,
that's dope. That's dope that she went to school with him. And
Yeah, yeah,
this,
yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
So shout out to Jerome Bettis.
Yes,
You still
sir.
the bus. You know
Bus,
what I'm
man.
saying? Miss you. But we got a Jerome Bettis 2.0 and Caleb Johnson out of Iowa State, Iowa Hawkeye, that we got in the third round. And that boy's he's a big bat. He's a shifty guy, but he's ready whenever the ball snapped and he get it. He's decisive with his cuts and he goes. He's not meandering along the offensive line or anything like that. He just go. So shout out to Caleb Johnson, Jerome Bettis 2.0.
And I think we got another clip too, don't we? We got another clip. Let me see what this clip is about. I think we got multiple clips, man. But Jerome Bettis was dope to me. I like Gibbs, man. Gibbs is another running back right there that I think is very fire too as well, man. That lots of people ain't paying attention to. That I think they need to pay attention to, man. In
Out of
my
Detroit,
yeah,
Gibbs out of Detroit.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
him.
yeah, he's a good runner.
yeah.
Yeah. He remind me. Don't he remind y'all? He remind y'all of Barry Sanders. To me, he does.
Yeah.
You know how Barry Sanders
Every
he
time
just gets.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But Barry Sanders was dope too. Do you put him in there with Barry Sanders though?
I think
Yeah.
so.
As far as running style, maybe, but I mean,
Running style, but he still got enough to prove. He still got to prove
he got a
himself.
long way to go to be a, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. But look, we about to talk about these receivers and stuff. We talking about running backs. Hey, I got a clip of these receivers in this work game and
okay.
everything. Let's go, guys.
All right.
Finally gone all in. They are finalizing a deal. The Cowboys are for George Pickens, the former now Steelers star receiver. Obviously, the Steelers acquired DK Metcalf earlier in this offseason. You wondered immediately, what would that mean for George Pickens? Is there essentially room in the receiver room for both of them? All parties said the right thing. Meanwhile, the Dallas Cowboys very quietly worked on this big-time deal, tried to get it done before the draft, was not able to come to completion. Then, over the last couple of days, restarted the process of trying to acquire George Pickens. In the end, that is exactly what is going to happen, a deal that should be finalized today. In all, it is a third-round pick going to the Pittsburgh Steelers in exchange for George Pickens. Also expected to be a late-round pick swap in that deal, but basically around third-round value for George Pickens, which, if you look at the landscape of receiver deals over the course of this offseason, that's about what it is, a little more, a little less. The Dallas Cowboys now acquire a huge talent, someone to help Dak Prescott, someone to help CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb tweeting about it last night.
Nah, I had to stop that, right? Because I got two things I want to talk about, right? You seen who was throwing to that boy, right? That's all I'm gonna
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Tony, we've been arguing this all night, right, Tony?
What's that?
Who was throwing to him? Number two.
Number
Who was
two.
number two?
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, like my question to y'all is, who are some of y'all top receivers for this year? Like, top 5, top 10. I know this is a lot to ask for
Ooh.
y'all right now.
Yeah, that's something I had to think about.
I would say I like I still like Waddle. I like Waddle. You know what I'm saying? Hill. I like Lamb. I gotta throw Lamb in there. Old buddy, what's the old buddy name from Detroit? It's
Amara St. Brown.
yeah, him. And Smith. I like Smith. I like Brown. Smith from the Eagles.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Devontae Smith.
Yeah, I
Devontae
like
Smith.
Smith. Yeah, I like Smith.
Yeah, I like Smith. I like what Waddle did. I like what Hill did. What Hill is but I like Lamb. Amari Cooper could stay healthy, but he got kind of old now.
Yeah, he's a free agent right now, so we might pick him up after training camp. We'll see if he's still available.
And now, if y'all get him, with old buddy on the other side with that running game. If y'all line
DK.
can hold up,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I
agree.
see
I
that.
agree. I agree. I
I
agree.
see that.
But yeah, George Pickens though, I think he seems happy over there in Dallas. Sorry, still the fans, but yeah, I think it's good for him. He's a talented guy. I just feel like he was in an incompetent offense since the start of his career coming out of Georgia. And a lot of receivers, Tony can, how you can attest. We've had some great receivers now. Myron, I know Cowboys have some good receivers, but I would venture to say that Pittsburgh, when it comes down to drafting receivers, I would say we're number one at that.
We
Would you
No,
definitely,
agree?
y'all do good. Y'all do
but we
good.
don't. It's like we don't hold on to them very long. Seem like in a lot of cases, because a lot of our premier receivers they want their money after a couple of years, and um, but we definitely know how to pick them backs and receivers.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So with that, how I feel about that, that situation there. I feel like um, Aaron, George Pickens, he's in a better suit. This is to make his wrongs right. He still has some maturing to do, I would say. And I mean, he's only 20. Hold on, George Pickens in his 20s, the early 20s. I want to say,
He is in his 20s. He ain't come. He came out of college not too
yeah.
long
So
ago.
so he still got that mentality of being a child. But if he gets around the right offensive coordinator, I think that he's going to flourish over there in Dallas because he's a talented guy. I mean, I like him. I just wish he was in a better offense. I wish he had a better offense that he was a part of, but unfortunately not.
That's
But
good.
yeah, it's all good. So um, other than that, though, I mean, Tony, how do you feel about the George Pickens trade?
I mean, I'm sure it's a lot of information we don't know as far as far as contract and far as I mean, I loved him in Pittsburgh. I mean, I hate to see him go,
Yeah, yeah,
but it's always the contracts. People feel like they're performing to a certain level and they want the money.
yeah, yeah.
Because
They do.
was he up? Was he Because I
He
didn't know
was. He
he
was
was
a
contract.
yeah.
Okay,
But
okay.
what didn't help him was just his off-field antics. You know what I'm saying? And we are more of a stable organization. We don't like
Yeah,
all that extra drama. When we had Antonio Brown had his mess, but Tomlin seemed to know how to control the locker room and different
yeah.
and different attitudes, and you know what I'm saying, the diva mentality. He knew how to temperament that stuff down.
It made me think of an interesting topic when we was talking about receivers. If we went down the line, and not today, but like maybe in the future, of all the receivers, I mean, premier receivers that we've had that went somewhere else and just fell off.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you could do a whole podcast about that.
Yeah.
A whole,
That is a great point. That is
you could do a whole podcast about
you
that.
can do a whole
I think you
Hey,
know what?
hey, Tony.
Yeah.
Hey, it's like the John Madden curse. Whenever there's a player that's
Oh
on the
yeah,
cover,
yeah, yeah. I mean, and the thing is, it happens so much. It's like every time because we have such. I mean, I'm telling you, one thing I love about Pittsburgh, they know how to get talent.
that's
I mean,
true.
I would say in almost every position, a quarterback is like one of the ones where it's like they find a diamond in the rough. But
Yes,
except for
yeah,
Big Ben, Big Ben, I felt like when
yeah,
he came in the league, I knew he was going to be a monster.
yeah, 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 yeah.
But
He was from Miami, Ohio. Was that?
Miami,
Yeah.
Ohio,
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Yep, yep, yep. He was.
yeah, but I mean, but he was such a big guy. And he was young and strong. It was just hard, and he could throw. It was like you
True.
don't
Yeah.
get those. You know
You
what I'm
don't. You don't.
saying? Every 10-year.
Yeah, yeah. When you get them, you hold on to them. I think that's the reason why the Buffalo Bills signed Josh Allen that amount that he got this year.
Yeah, and Josh, and you know what? I'm gonna tell you, I as a sports fan, I respect his ability, but I didn't really like him at first because they just bigged him up so much that I just. But I'm not gonna lie. When I seen him play, you can't take it. You can't take nothing from him.
Oh,
When you
exactly.
when you see him
Exactly.
play,
He can still get
he
it. He
made
can
Buffalo
still,
look real good.
yeah. He
So
can.
yeah, he definitely.
But you hit amazing. You hit a key point as far as how the Steelers are when it comes down to finding talent. Their scouts do a wonderful job
Mhm.
finding diamonds in the rough. I think we right now, and we're all talking about since Aaron Rodgers is aboard that we need to find another wide receiver to complement DK Metcalf. But I have a feeling that we already have one already in the building by the name of Roman Wilson that came out of the Michigan Wolverines that got drafted last season. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
so, and I feel like Roman Wilson right now he is at the spot of his career being injured in his rookie career. He has a chip on his shoulder. You
Yeah.
know, so we may not need another wide receiver too. I got a feeling that Arthur
I mean, it's
Smith.
always good to have, couple of at least I say three, and a great tight end. It's always good.
Hold on. Tight end. Did y'all pick up who y'all picked up at tight end?
Okay, good question.
Because
So
is that old buddy from Penn State?
So right now, we got Parham from the Saints, but he got injured a few days
Oh,
back. Okay,
okay.
Michael Parham, right? So we do have Pat Firemouth. If that's who you're referring to from Penn State. Pat Firemouth.
Yeah.
We just signed him the bag, and he deserves it. And then we also have another Georgia Bulldog. I love my Georgia team. Darnell Washington. We call him Mount Washington on the Steelers. And this guy right here, he got the body type like what's the guy from New England? The tight end, the big
Wrong.
Gronkowski.
Mm.
Gronk.
Hey,
Darnell Washington is a monster. So
yeah,
if Arthur
he
Smith,
is.
if Arthur Smith can figure out a way to get those tight ends somewhere in the middle of the field and have Calvin Austin go on the inside and DK, man, it's
You know what?
over. It's
You know what?
over with.
You know what? And when you speaking about that, me just being a football fan, period. Calvin Austin. Then you got Metcalf. And then you got old buddy from Penn State, which a lot of people don't understand. They Penn State used that boy like a receiver last year. You get what I'm saying? He had the
Yeah.
best hands up there. I mean, and then even in the playoffs, they talked about how they was going to utilize him. You get where I'm coming from. So I think
Yes.
y'all be, if y'all can utilize the tight ends with Metcalf, y'all, I get what you're saying about your receivers and stuff. I think y'all should be all right, but this season I'm gonna tell it all. If that quarterback need to be replaced, or if y'all need another receiver, I think the run game would be there. I like what y'all got out of Iowa. That running back out of Iowa.
Caleb Johnson.
Yeah.
You know my biggest fear. Hold what you got, cousin. But you know what my biggest fear is, guys. Tony. You know
What's
my
up?
biggest fear is the loyalty factor that Mike Tomlin seems to display every year in and year out. Fast forward, let's just say Aaron Rodgers isn't the quarterback that we thought he was. Now, do you think Mike Tomlin? And here we are. Fast forward. It's week 8. It's week 8, and Aaron Rodgers ain't hitting on anything. Do you think that Mike Tomlin will have the enough patience, the confidence to say, you know what, Aaron, let Mason go ahead and get in this thing and let him get a piece of it? Do you think Mike Tomlin's just going to be stubborn and just let the team just tank? What do you think?
I don't think he's gonna do that. I think because and I don't know if
Aaron
this is true,
Rodgers.
but the rumor mill was for a long time that Aaron Rodgers was coming to Pittsburgh, but nobody could confirm it. So I feel like and I did a little research, and they actually did try to get Justin Fields to come back. They definitely did negotiate with him.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah,
Okay.
I read an article. They were talking about the three backs. I mean, the three quarterbacks that they were looking at, and so they were trying to get him to stay, uh,
But the
but
money wasn't right.
the money wasn't right. Yeah, for sure.
You
So
give it. Hey, you Watts back in.
why?
Well, we still up in the air with that.
Well,
TJ Watt.
I thought he was on the roster. I thought I seen
Yeah, I
him.
don't know. He
Yeah,
didn't.
they
He didn't.
signed him.
Yeah,
I thought they signed him.
When did they sign TJ Watt?
I
I
think
just
he
seen.
signed that contract. I seen.
When did he sign the contract?
It had to be. Hold on, I'll look it up.
Yeah, I
Because
was
I heard he
looking
didn't show up
at
to
him.
minicamp. I heard he didn't show up yesterday.
Hold
Really?
on.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I just looked at the roster and he was on the roster. But
I don't know if there's a deal that was already on the table and the media isn't putting it out there to the public, but I heard he didn't show up. He held out, and it was
Okay.
Trey Henderson from the Bengals, another tight end from the Bengals that held out, and it was another player from another team that held out because they want the contracts restructured.
Yeah, the contract for a better deal. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Yeah, you're
yeah,
right.
that's what I thought. Yeah,
But I guess it was on the extension side of the
yeah,
terms. From what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
reading.
So
Um,
it,
go ahead, cuz.
but I feel like of course Watt he's one of the goats, but I I wasn't as confident in him last year as I was previous years. I mean, I don't know because did he get hurt last year? Or but I just know.
he was good last year. He was good last year. I don't
Yes,
think he didn't get.
they showing in the linebackers: T.J. Watt, Alex Highsmith, Queen, Peyton Wilson, Eldon Roberts, Mark Robertson, and Nick. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Herbig.
Nick Herbig.
Herbig.
Yeah.
I just think you so much a Steeler fan. You don't see nothing wrong with the Steelers organization.
He said you don't see no downside.
No, I see a lot of downside with the Steelers. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I see a lot of doubt. Let me hold on. Let me do this. I see a lot of downside with the
I like
Steelers.
that hat, man.
I see a lot of downside. Let's start off. Well, this could be another show, but
Oh man, hey, see, I gotta have that hat. Where'd you get that hat?
actually, I got it from Tennessee.
What?
Yeah, I
Wow.
went on vacation to Pigeon Forge and spent the week out there, and then so happened to pull up at one of the hat stores out there at one of the outlet malls, and then got this bad boy. Yeah.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think with my Cowboys, because I've been on y'all Steelers talk for a minute.
They say too long.
Too long. Because I felt the same way I felt. I feel about how the Steelers made those moves. The same way I feel about my Cowboys for so long. We when we needed running backs, we could have had Derrick Henry, my brother.
I know.
Derrick Henry.
I know.
You get what I'm saying?
Y'all passed on him?
They passed on him. They
We
passed on him.
had him.
They passed on him. Yeah.
Henry had a house in Dallas.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
You wouldn't be talking about Saquon Barkley in that division.
Right.
NFC East would have been Derrick Henry from the Cowboys,
Yep.
then Saquon. Not
Yeah.
taking anything away from Saquon because he had an amazing season this year. But yeah, Derrick Henry is another he's an animal. He's a monster, man.
Yeah.
I like him.
Had Amari Cooper. Killer season.
Yeah.
Let him go.
Yeah.
We had what?
Yeah.
It was Lamb and Amari Cooper on the same team that 1 year. Crazy work. You get what I'm saying? With the quarterback was crazy work. You get me? Some of these moves I just don't get it. I just don't, man. And but my Cowboys, we going to the Super Bowl. I'm gonna say it one more time.
That's
We're Go to the Super
That's
Bowl.
hilarious.
I don't got my Cowboys hoodie on or my jersey. Jersey or my hat on, but y'all see the sign in the back, man. What about them Cowboys, man? I
Wow.
don't. My thing with the Cowboys, man. I got a new coach. You get what I'm saying? So I got to see how that gonna unfold. I need Jerry to fall back on some of this stuff. I mean, I'm just an ordinary day being a Cowboy fan.
Yeah, everybody
Shout out to the
good job.
Cowboys. Yeah. Shout out to all the Cowboy fans. Y'all got your earliest Christmas present with
All right,
Pickens. Him
I
and
got
CB. Go ahead.
I got a question for y'all. So besides your own team, what's the your next favorite team? What's besides your own team? What do you
Go ahead.
see next year?
It's crazy, but I'm starting to slowly but surely. I'm not going to go with the Ravens, even though I'm a Lamar Jackson guy. That's my guy. I like him as a quarterback.
I
Always
already know where
have.
you about to go.
But I'm gonna say seriously, I am really considering the Washington Commanders. I'm
The choice.
starting to
I
I'm
mean, they
starting to like the
did good
command. I'm
last
starting to
year.
like the
They did
Commanders.
good last year.
Say it again, and maybe yeah, they done a phenomenal job last season,
Last year.
guys. We cannot
They got
ignore
a hell
what
of a
Washington
quarterback
did.
though. That quarterback he's all right.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. He always been good. I mean, you got to think. See, lots of people when they think Jaden Daniels, oh LSU. No, you know where he was before LSU. You get what I'm saying? He
Right?
was he
Yeah.
was playing for Arizona State. You get you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Joe Milton. Before Joe Milton, where Joe Milton was he at Tennessee after he
No,
transferred from Michigan? You
Joe
get what I'm
Milton.
saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, don't I want to say he went from Michigan to Tennessee. I want to say that, but was it Booker? It was somebody that went there before. But either way it goes,
What's going on?
yeah,
Keyboard.
hey man, that's crazy. I like Daniels. I like the receiver they got. I'm not a fan of their running back Robinson. I wasn't a fan of him at Alabama. I feel like he's sometiming to me. That is me.
But they got
Um,
Debo Samuels, man.
oh, but
Commanders
see,
got
that's another
Debo.
weapon
They
though.
got Terry McClung, Terry McCullen. He's holding out right now in training camp. He wants the
He
bag
is.
too. That's who it is. Terry McCullen. He's holding
Yeah.
out as well.
But you know what though? If since they got the other quarterback, Debo, I think they're gonna be all right. Cause Debo was doing a lot of stuff and and over there at the 49ers, he was playing quarterback, running back,
If
receiver,
if he can stay
safety,
healthy.
linebacker, center.
Yeah. Yeah. If he
You
can
know,
stay healthy, they got them somebody. They got a dog for
I,
sure.
I'm I'm stuck on the Lions though.
Yeah,
That's the second team. Like just after the Cowboys, I'm big on the Lions. I'm big on the receivers they got. We got two Alabama boys up there on the offensive side as a receiver and a running back. You got Williams at receiver. You got Gibson at running back. Um, Jerry Goff, okay, and I like the Booker guy. Give that Booker guy a chance too. So I don't know if he's still over there with the Lions at all this year, but I did like Booker. I do like Goff. I do like their defensive side. They had a great defense last year. If I'm not mistaken, lots of trades happened this offseason too as well with their defense too. If I'm not mistaken, but
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but to me, man, I really like the Lions because other than that, I would say the Eagles. But when you think about, you know, who they had on that team last year, they was dominant. But can the Eagles repeat that in that division this year? I don't see it. I don't see it.
Hmm.
I think it might be the Commanders if it's not the Cowboys. But the Commanders been showing out. So I mean, who's to say? But I do like the Lions. Um, I like the Ravens too, but I just feel like I don't know what it is about Lamar not pulling it out at the end.
But yeah.
all right. So one thing we didn't talk about Travis Hunter.
Oh,
I don't think he gonna play both. He ain't gonna be able to play both sides all season. That is
Yeah.
my opinion.
Well, I think once he get popped one good time, he ain't gonna want to.
The NFL gonna humble
They
him.
bigger. That's what I heard. They bigger.
They're gonna humble him. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it. I mean, when you like they say, when you got to go up against a top like what's the old buddy from Miami cornerback
Um,
Ramsley. When you got to go against a Ramsley, and then you got to swap over to the other side when you got to play these other receivers. Like I don't see him playing both sides all year long. I don't
yeah,
see.
yeah. I think the NFL. The thing is, with the NFL, because it's such a fast-paced league, that you really have to be laser focused on your position. Not
Yeah.
saying that you can't be versatile. Not saying that, but coming in as a rookie from college, Colorado State. We talked about that in one of our episodes, Myron. When it comes down to Colorado State, like for real, my drawback from uh, um, Sanders was the division that he played in. Uh, you know,
Yeah, we
um,
did talk about that, and I
we
was about
talked
to
about that.
piggyback off
Yeah,
that.
that was my reserve when it came down to Shador. I'm not saying that he's not a good quarterback. I think he has the right tangibles. I think under the right leadership, Shador can step his game up. But the division that he came from, there really wasn't a lot of competition in that division.
Can I
You know what I'm
piggyback
saying?
off of that real quick?
And what
No,
up?
I'm gonna piggyback after that after you get done.
And so that applies to Travis Hunter as well. But in the NFL, fast forward in the NFL, you got to be keen in on your position and perfect that craft. He's not going to be meandering back and forth. There's no way. It's too fast. It's too much detail. It just not. It's just not going to happen.
Okay, and I want to piggyback off of that because we did have that discussion, and I can understand why you feel the way you feel about Shador now when trying to draft him. So I can understand now when you say that it's because I said it myself. I was
You
like,
said it yourself. Yeah.
I said, I'm not taking anything away from Shador as a quarterback, going getting that training with Brady. I'm not taking nothing away from Travis Hunter, Heisman winner, doing his thing. But it makes me question, is it all hype because the Sanders name? Because when you think about it, when you played in, first of all, where did Shiloh come from? Well, he
Uh,
South Carolina or something like that as a DB or
I think
UCF.
so.
It was something. It was somewhere in Florida. It was somewhere he came from somewhere. So my thing is, you went to Jacksonville State. And shout out to Jacksonville State. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to take nothing away from these conferences, these coaches, these players, and stuff like that, and everything they accomplish throughout the seasons. But you're not playing no Alabama. You're not playing no LSU. You're not playing no Georgia. You're not playing no Tennessee, Ohio State, Michigan. You get what I'm saying? You're like at Jacksonville State. And then you go to Colorado. Who have you played in Colorado? And then every time y'all played against somebody, a top tier team, did y'all win? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
How many times on your hand can you count how many times they won? You know,
Right.
what kind of top talent have you played against for me to be like, okay, you can do this on a day in and day out basis, being a receiver in the DB? You know, you ain't
Right.
line up against no Ryan Williams. You ain't line up against none of these boys that came out the draft. You get what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
like, do you think Colorado could have played? I wouldn't even say Alabama. I'm not even gonna give you Alabama. Do you think Colorado could have played a Tennessee? Could they play the Ole Miss?
No, I don't. I don't think so. I don't. I truly don't think that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that that's the nature of the college game. Like yeah, everybody get hyped on the name, but this NFL is different. Even a low tier team, which I would venture to say, you got your what's a low tier team? The Giants. I
Yeah.
don't know. You know what I'm saying? Who else that you could throw in there? You know,
I mean, you talk about Colorado.
I'm talking about Colorado, but I'm
Yeah,
just
I mean
talking about
that's like
Shador.
yeah, like Shador. That's like you playing. You playing the Jets, and the Jets is like a Texas A&M. Now I
Mm-mm.
wouldn't give them Texas A&M. I give them like you playing a Kentucky, a Florida Gators team, a Florida State team. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean, Tony, we ain't giving you no time to talk, Tony.
No, hey, y'all the experts. I'm just dipping and dabbing. That's all. I'm
Okay.
good.
Hey,
Yeah,
cause I know we running. I know we talked about the Pittsburgh Bird Steelers. I'm excited to see what y'all got coming up
yeah,
this season. I'm excited to see what the Cowboys and every NFL team fan that's watching this show. I'm excited to see what how y'all team gonna do. Let me ask you this question, cause you asked us. Matter of fact, what's your second team, Tony?
my
Before we
second
start.
team is definitely Detroit. I mean, I really think they're my first team when it comes to who has the ability to get a ring next year. But definitely Detroit. And I was at, what was the? It was another team I was looking at too. Well, of course, Philly. I mean, Philly is they definitely on my radar as far as maybe doing it again.
Yeah.
Um, I know some people might not think they will, but I think they have a good chance if they um, are consistent with what they did last year because they really played their asses off last year. So
Yeah.
um, and they were for
Yeah.
real. I mean, I felt like Detroit. I don't know what it is about Detroit. It's something about when they're getting big games that they just don't. It's I don't know if it's coaching or if it's I don't know what it is, but it's like they can't pull out the biggest games, and that worries me. But I'm always I they're my team, and right now they have a really good squad. So I'm hoping to see what they do this year.
Yeah, I agree.
Got you. I agree with you too. All right, so my other question would be, who's y'all top teams for college, and who do y'all see winning it all next year in the NCAA college football playoff?
Top 10, I'm gonna give you top five for
No, I'm
me.
saying y'all top team, top team.
Oh, top team. Oh, I
Yeah.
talked about them all day. The Georgia Bulldogs.
Okay. Okay. And
Yeah.
my thing with the Georgia Bulldogs is, I think y'all have an excellent running back room. I feel like y'all didn't really have a great receiver room last year. I think that's something y'all need to work on. The defense gonna be there. Kirby Smart is a very great defensive coach mind. Plus, he's from Georgia, alumni from Georgia. Coach with us at Alabama, and I think y'all be great on that. My thing is the QB. Georgia got a thing just like the Steelers when it comes to the QBs. It's like they have the QBs there, but they'll put somebody else in front of a QB, and then the talent QB transfer and go somewhere and make a killing and win a
Mhm.
national championship. Um, but I think y'all will be solid next year. And I like Georgia. I think Georgia is a tough team to play. You're not just going whoop Georgia. I think Georgia last year just didn't have a great quarterback room. Carson Beck was suspect to me. Anytime you put pressure on Carson Beck, he's throwing an interception, or it's a fumble, or is it a sack. The backup quarterback really didn't get no play. So that's another thing. But I'm interested to see where y'all go this year with the quarterbacks that y'all do have, and then see what y'all moves y'all made on the receiver side. I think the defense is gonna be solid. I really do. I really do.
Defense always solid.
Really do. What about you, Tony?
Man, I'll be honest, I am not a college guy. Um I mean, me being from I mean, I do follow Michigan, but I'm not really a college, I'm more of an NFL, um NBA kind of guy. So
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and, and you say Michigan. I think Michigan could be dope. I want to see what y'all have. I don't know if that quarterback is coming back that y'all had last year or not. But I think he was a good quarterback. On the receiver side, I really running backs. Y'all usually have good running backs. Y'all usually have receivers and defense. So it's only time going to tell on that with the Michigan side. And then I think y'all do have a great coach over there at Michigan right now. Well, hold on. I got rid of the black guy, didn't y'all?
Yeah, that's the one I think I
Think about it.
That was a nice way to put it, Myron.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's Gemini season.
Example,
Sorry. Excuse hustle. Excuse him.
A perfect example of colorism.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh man. Hey, don't fire me. But no, I'm an Alabama fan. I think we will be solid on the receiver side. We got somebody out of Miami as a receiver. I can't give you all the names. We got lots of freshmen coming in. Defense gonna be solid. We got lots of people returning. The running back room was dope. Receiver room gonna be dope. I think everything gonna be dope. My question will be the receiver. I mean, not receiver, quarterback. Do I trust a Ty Simpson or do I trust the fire freshman that's coming in? Ty Simpson been there for so many years behind everybody. I think it's time for him to give him a chance. And I think that's why Kalen DeBoer is giving him a chance on that quarterback side because he's been there for so long. He had to sit behind Jalen last year. We brought in Austin Mack. We got Keelan Russell, which is very fire. I think he's the one that might take the job throughout the year. There's something about Ty Simpson, like if they didn't see nothing in you the years before, something is not right. Because like I say, Jalen was good with his feet, but as a passer, sometimes that was questionable. Him reading certain defenses was questionable. So, but roll Tide all day. We going to the Natty. My Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. My Bulls going to the finals. I don't care what none of y'all say.
And you know the crazy thing about this, Tony, is why all the Cowboy fans are like that. They feel
I was telling your cousin that the Commander fans are the same way.
What?
Oh man,
it's crazy.
These people, they swear by them Commanders, boy. Even when they was trash, they still swear by them.
I don't understand it. But it's all the Cowboy fans.
Yeah,
it's weird. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with it though, man. They got a large fan base.
They claim to be America's team, but
they are. They stars.
Give me Tony Romo, and I'm still going to the Super Bowl.
Gotta love it, Cowboy fans. That's your guy right there. Oh my God, yeah. He represents a Cowboy fan.
You gotta wear your jersey or your hat.
Man, I got me some slides too for my birthday, y'all. Some Cowboy slides. Ooh. The football season start, boy. I'm gonna be over here
I'm excited, man. I can't wait the preseason. The first game.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
And I want to see. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying it's gonna be a whole lot more to talk about once we actually start seeing them snaps.
Yes.
Ain't that the truth? Because everybody look like they can tear somebody up in the preseason. I mean, during training camp. But once them pads come on and got the and then you hitting, okay. That's a totally different animal right there, man. So
and look, and before we get out of here, because we only got about 10 more minutes, guys, we're gonna have to wrap it up. But let me say this before we get out the sports, man. I don't care if y'all feel like this is a household name, that their father is a legend, Hall of Famer. Shiloh is trash as hell. You hear me?
Where did that come from?
He was holding it in. He was
holding it in, Tony. Where did that come from?
Yeah, where did that come from?
He
Cause
said,
I don't like
"Sal."
that. I don't like that, man.
But see
He's
now,
trash.
see, you gotta at
He
least let him
is
play
trash.
first.
Let him, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Give him a
yeah. I
chance.
mean,
Give him a chance.
I gave him a chance on NCAA 25. He's still trash. It
oh
was
no,
trash, man. Every,
that's a
every every tackle, every game. All right, so how many Colorado games? Cause you know y'all probably watch it. Support Deion Sanders and them
yeah,
boys. I know y'all did
of
watch the
course,
Colorado game. Y'all
of
watch
course.
how many
Yeah.
Colorado y'all watch?
I watched
I watched. I
uh,
when I found out that Sanders was a. Go ahead, Tony.
about five of them I watched.
Okay.
I would say the same thing when I found out Dion took over that school, that program.
Well,
I
probably
watched
more than
about
that
five.
if you talking about per season. Because the first season, I think I watched probably what, maybe 6, 7 games.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they
Okay.
was hyping
Okay.
them up. They was hyping them up with the celebrities being there, and you
Yes.
know,
Yeah.
it was a big thing.
Yeah.
Something to do.
Right.
Yeah. It was. We were all watching it as a
Hey,
nation.
that
We
Sanders
was
name.
all
That's the Sanders.
It
He's a
holds weight. It
Sanders.
holds weight.
He holds
yeah.
weight.
Yeah.
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 It holds major weight.
Yeah.
And that major weight, every game you seen, that boy is a damn tackle. The boy couldn't damn catch. The boy act like he was about to hit you, and then he got hyped when somebody else hit you and act like he assisted on the hit. The boy
Uh,
trash. The boy trash. I
well,
don't care what
hey,
anybody say.
if he be sitting on the bench this season, we don't know why.
That's
Because
it.
they
He should
know.
even made the bench.
Hey
He should.
man, sometimes it's not what it's not what you know, is who you know.
That's it. That's true.
You know
Don't do
that.
that, man. Y'all know
You
that boy
know
was
that.
missing too many tackles. That
You
boy
know
was
that.
missing too many tackles, man.
Hey, hey, our fearless leader wouldn't be there if he knows some people.
Yeah. That's a come on. Can the church say amen?
He
we
knows.
we could have did better. We could have did better playing
Oh,
safety.
I'm telling you.
Oh boy.
Hey man, now shout out to the Sanders brothers, man. I want to talk my mess, man. Even though Shiloh, I still think you trash though. I ain't gonna hold you.
He doubled down on it, didn't he?
He did, didn't
I ain't gonna hold you, but hey, I'm gonna tell you what everybody else want to tell you. I'm a Gemini, you trash, boy. But anyway,
oh boy.
hey, but look,
Yes, sir.
I enjoyed everybody on the show tonight, man. I
Yeah.
enjoyed the moment.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Tavy trying to move me to the sports.
Yeah.
Hey, I wish
Cause
I had a towel. This is my towel. This is my
yeah. we got to, man. We gotta move.
towel.
But yeah.
Uh, man,
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Tony. Thank you for
Hey
being
man, I appreciate y'all inviting me, man. I really do, man. It was I enjoyed it, man, tremendously. So thanks a lot.
hey, you welcome, man. You welcome, man. But before we get out of here, I got an outro video. But before we do the outro video, man, anybody got any shout outs? Shout out your handle. Shout out to the people that you messing with, the people you love, the people you enjoying. Shiloh, you still trash. That's triple times I said it, but I don't care. But yo,
man, Shiloh. Don't let this go viral because then Shiloh he definitely coming for you.
hey, boy, Hustle Society Trap Podcast. Subscribe, follow, like, share.
Yeah.
But now, all jokes aside, though, man. Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to y'all for coming up. You can follow me on Hustle Society on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys. Man, for the people that are watching this live right now, make sure y'all subscribe. Tony, Tavy, y'all got any handles, anything y'all want to shout out?
Tony, you got
Yeah, man. I just want to, of course, I always got to shout out wifey, man, the love of
that's
my
right.
life.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, still is all day, every day, and that's it.
All day, black and yellow. We're gonna see what it do. I will be. It's either I'm gonna be at the Packers game Sunday night football in Pittsburgh, or going to the Baltimore game in December when we play the Ravens. So I will be there. Just want to say thank y'all for just being a part of this show. I ask that the Lord continues to bless this show, and that hopefully we had some information that was good for you guys that y'all can take and digest in, and it's just for entertainment purposes, and hopefully you learned a few things. But yeah, I want to shout out the Sports Lounge 757. That's where you can find me. I'm all there all the time there on there, either posting on that platform or on TikTok. You can find me at Phillips Family 6430 on TikTok, at Phillips Family 6430. But other than that, though, shout out to all the Geminis for just being alive and being in now. Take advantage of just being in the present and just thank God for everything. You understand? Because we can go into another topic, when it comes down to political things, but just appreciate what you have. Kiss your loved ones, and then shoot, that's it. But shout out, happy birthday! Thank y'all for joining the birthday scream. We really appreciate it. Yeah, let's just get on out of here.
And also, y'all can find me at Bobby Boucher is better than ShallowSanders.com.
That's crazy, yo.
Let's go.
Yeah. Roy, what's happening? Flip the pages of your diary, she write to me. But I could never say the same, ain't going back to that. Once I said it's done, we said and done, ain't nothing after that. Shit ain't adding up, so I subtracted, that's the aftermath. Seeking validation, but you mad cause I won't patch it back. Insecurities say I'm cuffing bitches like Pat Labatt. Dealing with the hand that I'm dealt, I shuffle them back to back. Playing solitaire with these tarot cards causing havoc. I ain't never dialed the number to my ex or told her. Shit. That's unfortunate, tell that bitch stick a fork in it. It's dead to rights, I'm walking it. The lesson I was taught was never let nobody look at your value and make you portion it. Shit, fake love ain't better than real affection. I'm blessed to never have settled for whatever I was offered. If it's lagging, then I'm off it. No talking, we moving forward. Show me love until them credits rolling, then we showing off, yeah.
Society. Yeah, we in the building, we vibing.
Hey, man, appreciate you, man. Have a good night.
All right, Tony. Have a good night, man.